Here we are, gentlemen. Automas has officially been born, the world's first software capable of fully autonomously and automatically managing your Amazon campaigns, specifically for books on Amazon. So, this is the first software in the world created solely and exclusively to automate the management of Amazon. This here is, let me give you a brief overview so I can show it to you. I'll also show you how it works and what it does. This here is the dashboard, so you can see the costs, sales, how many sales have been made, $77, $64, $41, $55, $55. Impressions, purchases, ACOS. The ACOS for a single day, and then what interests us is the average, but now I'll show you. Here is the product tab. Inside, you can see all your products. So go ahead and enter the data for your products, because by entering the data for your products, the software will calculate the royalties for you, okay? I'll show you here. Inside are my products. They are displayed here. On this side, you install the covers. In the center, the titles, and here the ASINs. What you need to do here by clicking on the product is simply to enter the data. This way, the software contextualizes it because these are data that you need to enter manually, but this is necessary for a deeper analysis of the royalties and to have them later in the dashboard. As for ad management, what we are going to do to fully automate ad management is exactly what we are going to do. You go to sponsored products. So the software is designed to also manage the video version of sponsored brand ads. Okay. Sponsored products. You can import a campaign if you have already created campaigns on Amazon. To do this, select Import Campaign, choose the campaign you want to import, and once you click it, it will be imported and loaded in. In this case, I won't do it because they are already there, okay? Or I create the campaign from scratch. These are the ones I have already created for the FODMAP book. Auto, automatic, products, keyword campaigns. Okay, you see with automation, the budget automation, I'll explain to you now, the budget increment is linked to the budget automation. It was imported because it was created earlier on the test platform of Automas. So having already created it there, that platform was discontinued, and then this final one was set up. What happened? It was already created. The hour is imported because it remains created on Amazon. Clearly imported. And I activated the automations. Do you see? And here I am. Otherwise, I would have lost all the data, all the history. I didn't want to lose the history. 70 clicks, 16 sales. If I click on a sale with the automatic product campaign, it's still not enough, right? 13 clicks are still too few to make a decision, aren't they? To cut any targets that are not working, how to create the campaign and how to manage it automatically. We saw, let's go back. You add a campaign, choose the type of campaign as automatic. Guys, there's also Italian. Okay? I prefer English. Let's make it a bit international. Campaign name, let's call it automatic test. Status, enabled. Start date, day 5. Budget type, daily. Budget, 10. Enable the campaign. Sorry, enable automation. So what does this do? This is basically telling the software to manage the automatic campaign according to the algorithm we have taught it, with 30 pages of workflow detailing all the actions it needs to take, such as moving, raising, lowering, modifying, cutting, closing, or enabling budget automation. So when it goes to auto budget, it adjusts the percentage to increase if you want. If you say no, I have more than 10, I don't want to spend, I don't want to take risks, you can disable the budget automation. However, if we are in another season and it says no, but I don't want to risk losing sales, I will set a 50% budget increase, okay? In this case, we don't include it, I click create. So I created the campaign. The structure of campaigns on Amazon is campaign under ad group. So effectively, the ad group is what controls it, which contains the targeting. So I created the campaign, sales cannot start yet, because I need to create the ad group. So I click on the blue ad group button. A message also popped up telling me that I click on Add Group Automatic Campaign because it was already created previously. Type of automatic campaign created previously. Product, I go to select my product. Paperback. I put the name of the group. I do automatic testing. Campaign status, D-group status enabled. Default bid is now set to 0.4. What you put is 0.6. For the close for the American market, 0.4 for lose, and 0.5, 0.5. Okay, I save this. It's doing its job well. Ad group created successfully. Manage targets by clicking the button below. Here you can manually modify the bid amounts for the 4 targets we saw earlier, or manually add negative keywords if you want to, but it's not necessary at this moment. Back, here are the placements, which also have automation activated, managed automatically by the software when needed. It adjusts the placements to increase visibility among top products on the product page or among those less searched, etc. For the pages at the bottom, these can be adjusted manually if you want to, but if you're not experienced, let the software handle it. We go back to sponsored products, and the automatic test campaign has been created. Okay, I want to create the keyword campaign. I'll show you quickly. This keyword campaign enables automation. We call it test keyword. The campaign is enabled. Start date is the 5th. Budget type is daily. Budget is 10. Created the ad group in 2.5 seconds. Easy. Ad group created. The campaign in 2 seconds. Now I create the ad group. So the advertising group selects the product I want to run campaigns on. Named test keyword. Campaign status enabled. Default bid 0.4 because we are in the American market. So as a default bid for the American market, we usually set it to 0.4. I save it. Now I need to insert the keywords into the ad group, so I manage keywords. It tells you to manage the target by clicking the button below. You need to manage the targeting below. Manage keywords. And I say, which keyword should I put in? I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. Suggestion. This is a low FODMAP book that we are advertising. Sponsoring. I add keywords. You don't know what to put, but if you took my course, you should already know which 4 to 5 keywords to use. I suggest keywords. Suggest the keywords. So, since we are talking about a FODMAP book, we will definitely include the exact and phrase match keywords that are most relevant to the title of the book. The title of the book is Low FODMAP Diet Cookbook. I will use exact and phrase match. Exact and phrase match are used for more specific terms, while broad match is used for more general terms related to the book title. Simple. While the Run and Diet Cookbook for Beginners, this is exactly the title of the book and will be exact and phrase, while the Run and Diet. Mediterranean Cookbook, Mediterranean Guide, Mediterranean Recipes will be the broad keywords for the Low FODMAP Diet Cookbook. I will also set them as exact and phrase match in this case. The Low FODMAP Cookbook broad is too specific. I consider the FODMAP diet as broad. Low FODMAP is too broad. It would be like saying diabetic. You might end up with too many products. You might select low FODMAP foods, but we want to sell the cookbook, so this term is too broad. You risk getting many clicks and wasting the budget. Use Low FODMAP Diet Cookbook as exact and FODMAP Diet as broad. FODMAP Diet Cookbook is more specific as an exact phrase. FODMAP Recipes. I consider as broad exact and phrase because it's specific but slightly broad. Low FODMAP Diet Cookbook as exact and phrase. When in doubt, select for sure exact and phrase, those that are the title of the book or very similar to the title of the book, and those that refer to the topic in a less specific way as broad. You can't go wrong, but when you set the exact and phrase match for the book title and the broad match for the macro topic, you won't make a mistake. I'm done. Here, if I wanted to put something manual, I would put an X and I put few targeting options, the more specific ones. I didn't make anything up, guys. Okay, I don't know what to put. Don't worry, the software suggests it to me. Besides the Facebook group and the coach, can you help me with the choice of keywords? Send him an email. He'll help you. These are the keywords, guys. See? I didn't make anything up. Exact phrases, the more specific ones, and I use them as broad, the less specific ones. So fewer terms, shorter products, to keep it simple, longer ones that are more specific, except for the phrase. I save it. Keywords added, enabled. If I want to pause a keyword, this one for example, I pause it. If I want to change the bid, I can also modify it from here. Okay, I go back and I have created the keyword campaign. Enough. I go to sponsored product, campaign keyword created, campaign products, even easier. Ability to set automations, test products. Status enabled. Start date day 5. Budget type daily. I set 10. I have already created the campaign. You will do it with your eyes closed. Create the ad group. So I need to select the product where I want to do the advertising. Here it is. Name. Let's do test products. Status enabled. Default bid for the products is set to 0.5. I save it. Ad group created. Manage target product T. So which products do I want to include in this campaign? Add. Target product. Which products should be included? Go to Amazon, search for the keyword of your book, and include all the products on the first page that sell the most, specifically those that are under $100,000. In this case, I select the product, then for the target type, I choose exact, make sure of that, and I take some ASINs. Now I have these ASINs that appear. I want to add another ASIN, so I click Add, Target Type Exact, and I take another ASIN, which I don't know what it is, guys. I'm doing this just as an example. I add another ASIN, copy and paste it. You will have 7, 5, 10, 15 products. In this case, I don't have any other ASINs to add, so I click Save. Product targeting created successfully. Created successfully, enabled with the bid. I go back, I'm back in the ad group. I go back, I'm inside the campaign, automations activated. If I go to sponsored products, I see the campaigns enabled with automations that are now clearly showing impressions because I just created it. The time it takes for them to be moderated by Amazon and start. In the notification section, here create sponsored brand. The video campaign notification tells you I increased, I decreased, and here it has already managed the campaigns that were registered days ago. Okay, these campaigns were already registered in the previous version of the software on another server for about 20 days. Here instead, it is being managed. I raised and lowered the bids. Do you want to see it in Italian? I will show it in Italian. The bids for some target products from the campaign have been increased, decreased, etc. In the settings, you can set whether to receive notifications via email and the default bids for each market. Okay guys, I created, because it has been months and months of work to set all the parameters, all the automations, what the software should do in each situation, in each context, etc. So what we have done is something unique on a global level. There is no proprietary software or platform like this capable of managing Amazon ads campaigns automatically. And I repeat, if you want to manage a campaign for a book yourself and the others are automatic, you can go to the book. Maybe I want to manage this book manually, but I want this one automated. Considering we have 2 different books, so here I disable the automations and manage them manually. I can manage them from here, guys, and I adjust the bid manually. I don't even use the Amazon advertising window anymore. I do everything from here. If I want to delete a campaign from here, it also deletes it on Amazon because I don't want it anymore. Modify campaign. Archive campaign. Campaign archived successfully. It deletes it from here, but it is also deleted from Amazon. When you create it here, it also creates it on Amazon. I don't go to Amazon at all to create the campaigns. What do you think, guys? I would say it's absolute power, a groundbreaking global novelty regarding everything that Amazon has. I remind you that we are a partner company, verified by Amazon Ads. So, what can I say? Have fun, good business to everyone, and let me know what you think. Bye.